Let us understand what is vicarious liability in reference to medical negligence cases. So, vicarious liability is a secondary liability that will be fixed under the common law. That is to say, the principal will be held liable for the negligences committed by the subordinates, that is, the superior officer, superior doctor, or the hospital in question, will be held liable for the medical negligence that is committed by the subordinates. In case where a principal doctor contracts or appoints a junior doctor or a doctor of higher expertise to assist him in a particular surgery, and a medical negligence is committed, in that case, both the doctors will be held liable. In case where the hospital is involved, and the hospital gets into contract with the doctors or team of doctors who will be performing a surgery, and there is a medical negligence committed, all the team of doctors and the hospital in question will be held liable for the medical negligence. This is vicarious liability. In a case where doctor takes the assistance of a paramedical, like staff nurse or the ward attendants, even in such incidents, the said paramedical staff, nurse, and or a ward boy who assisted the said doctor, and where a medical negligence is committed, they will be held liable. Even in situations where 2, 3 doctors perform independent surgery, independent form of treatment, independently, quite independently, and there is a medical negligence in consequence, in sequence, even in that situation, all the 3 or 4 doctors, whoever is involved in their independent capacity, will together be held responsible in a medical negligence. And if one doctor is assisting another doctor, so the assisting doctor as well as the doctor who is taking the assistance of the doctor will be held liable for a medical negligence. In case if there is fault by the patient of not providing proper information or not furnishing the information as may be required for the medical records, and if such a patient undergoes a surgery or a treatment, and then if medical negligence is committed, even in such situations, doctors will be held liable, but there will be a contributory application. That is, contributory negligence will be fixed on the patient for not furnishing the proper information to the doctors or the hospital. For example, the doctor prescribes medicine over a phone or by mail or orally, and that medicines thus prescribed or consumed by the patient, and there is a medical negligence. In that situation, doctor will be held liable. In case of a written clear instructions of a prescription, the pharmacist or the medical hospital or the medical shop dispenser will be held liable. In case if it is oral, wherever there is ambiguity, where there is communication gap, in such situations, the doctor who prescribed such prescription orally will be held liable because there is a variation in dosage, or there is a variation in consuming of drugs, the brand of drugs that's prescribed and the ones that is taken. If there is a variation, certainly the doctor in question will be held liable. So the communication gap also results in medical negligence and in vicarious liability. Hospitals at times will not fall under this vicarious liability in case if they have strictly followed the rules of appointment of appointing qualified doctors, competent staff, medical staff, and having proper documentation between the doctors and the hospital management. This is the explanation for vicarious liability in a nutshell.